Everything's rolling. Hello. Disclaimer, the script for this video was written in 2017. I lost it. I don't know what happened, so enjoy 3 years later. Alright. So it's 2017. I went to go see Tulip Fever today, and it was sexy. If you want to see the vlog of that, click somewhere here. There is a vlog of it. It's very old now. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Neverland Book Club, where I review books, novels, short stories, or any other literary work that may or may not have been adapted to the screen. Today we're discussing Tulip Fever by Deborah Moggach. First published in 1999, the story is set in the mid-1630s in Amsterdam. I'm going to talk about the book first, then the film, since that's how I experienced the story. The book is amazing. I read it in the span of 2 days and I could not put it down. It's a bit different from the usual preferred genre of suspense and horror, but this had its own elements of the like. I believe the book is so captivating due to its blueprint of duplicitous planning and deception revolving around sex, love, and art. All the juicy stuff. The story is raw, full of passion, and written so beautifully. I'm a huge sucker for love stories like this with bittersweet endings that hurt just so good. Hurt so good. Okay, so let's get down to the story. Again, I like to stay away from spoilers, and please don't spoil anything in the comments either, but I'll give you a quick synopsis. A young woman of 24 named Sophia sacrifices herself as a wife to save her siblings and family from a life of poverty. She marries a wealthy 61-year-old man named Cornelis Sandfort, and tries to no avail to give him an heir. The story questions the concept of vanity as the talents of a young, dark-haired, blue-eyed painter named Jean Van Loo is commissioned by Cornelis to paint an immortal portrait of him and his young wife. As these stories go, the attraction between the two star-crossed lovers is instant, and try as they may to suppress it, they just can't help themselves. So hot for each other. Additional characters of Sophia's maid, Maria, and her lover, the fishmonger Willem, raise even more tension as their webs entwine with Sophia and Jean's. The plot thickens as a child is brought into the mix, and a game of deception is formed from uncontrollable lust. Now, in the book, although the tulips are what drives the plot forward, the details of their trade are a background story, not so much the focus as it is in the film. The film opens with a description of the tulip trade and its importance in the history of Amsterdam during this time, as well as its importance to the characters. Everything is riding on these tulips. Everyone's fate will be determined by the value of these tulips, and the irony in their metaphor lies with their short lifespan, like that of beauty and youth, meant to be captured in a portrait while it still can. After watching the film, I found that it wasn't taken as well with critics, and that it was originally filmed in the summer of 2014, but didn't release in theaters until September of 2017. This surprised me since I found it to be such a great film and adaptation. The cast alone is literally Academy Award winning. We have Alicia Vikander as Sophia, Christoph Waltz as Cornelis, a good guy in this one despite his usual typecast, Dame Judi Dench as the abbess of the convent and overall badass, not to mention other notable faces such as Cara Delevingne, Dane DeHaan, Zach Galifianakis, Jack O'Connell from Skins, Mr. Shu from Glee, Dr. Owen Hunt from Grey's Anatomy.
Oh my god! I know him!
And that ass from Pirates of the Caribbean that's impervious to splinters, to name a few. Even the music was incredible. I mentioned in a previous video how much a film score can make or break a movie, and this one was undoubtedly done by none other than Danny Elfman. As soon as the opening credits began, I was sitting in that reclined theater seat with my popcorn and said, "Yep, Elfman, I hear you. I'm listening. I know that style of yours anywhere. You just gotta bring Nightmare Before Christmas with you everywhere you go, and I'm not complaining. It's always a treat." Not only was the cast and music on point, but the period was executed perfectly. It truly brings you to 1636 Amsterdam with scenery, costume design, set design, environment, texture, everything. All put into place brilliantly. Filmmaking. It's magic. It was very reminiscent to other very similar stories like Anna Karenina, Pride and Prejudice, Atonement, basically any other Keira Knightley film. Alicia Vikander was in Anna Karenina, by the way. She played Kitty. And Deborah Moggach wrote the screenplay for Pride and Prejudice. Wow, what do you know? Small world when you're doing a specific type of niche film. The themes between the two stories of Sophia and Anna are quite similar. You can't deny that. Between the adulterous wife, the loving husband, the handsome homewrecker, and an unlawful child, they're almost identical when thought out in bullet points. Although the endings are quite different. And as much as I love Tolstoy, Anna and the tragedy of her character, Sophia is maybe more tragic. But I'll leave that up to you to decide. That was just my opinion. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like this video if you liked it and subscribe for more. Also, comment down below any recommended books you'd like to see me review, and I'll see you next time. Like always, everything that I've discussed, all the links for everything is down below. And if you want to read it on Audible, if you want to listen to it, you have a lovely, lovely voice in your head talking to you, telling you the beautiful, sensuous, scandalous story of Tulip Fever in your ears, you can get it on Audible. Audible.com. Or you can read it on a Kindle, or look for it in your bookstore. Do what you like, but links are below. Stay lost. Keep reading.